Today's video sponsor, Buyer's Remorse. Good evening, I'm not Tony Kornheiser, but I am the Idiot GM, where I gamble imaginary money for pretend. In my fantasy gambling league, we each get 100 grand to bet on the NBA over-unders, and I'm going to tell you why I feel uncomfortable dropping 8 grand on the Like many people in the blogosphere, I too had high hopes for the land of magic. Backed by all-star play of Nikola Vucevic, this team ended up with a 42-40 record and a trip to the playoffs last season. And since they're returning most of that core in Vucevic, who averaged 21-12 last season and was a perennial fantasy regret for me not picking him up, they also returned Aaron Gordon, who experienced a full healthy season last year. Also returning is Evan Fournier, who helped France upset the US in the FIBA World Cup this past summer, and he was in a contract year, so he might overperform so he can get paid, much like Vucevic did last year. They also got spark plug Terrence Ross and young up-and-comer Jonathan Isaac, who many think will make the leap this year. Admo Bamba and Markelle Fultz. Everyone's getting paid, everyone's happy, and they're just going to be better than last year, right? Wrong! This is a case where I should have trusted my instincts and then done the exact opposite, because I'm usually wrong. This team is going to be the expression of finding a mate, getting complacent, eating ice cream, and then gaining 30 pounds and delving into a boring, loveless marriage. And it's all head coach Steve Clifford's fault. Now don't get me wrong, I like the guy. He reminds me of all the head coaches I had playing high school basketball back in Nebraska. But that's the issue. He's a very slow-paced, conservative style of playing. He overemphasized getting back to limit transition points at the expense of offensive rebounding. His teams don't crash the boards, they don't get second chance points, and they don't attack the rim or get to the line near as much as they should, resulting in a team that was 25th in the league in points per game and 28th in points in the paint. This team is coached so vanilla, it's not even funny. You have athletic players, so utilize them. Push the ball in transition. Take defensive risks. And yes, while I know your teams have historically held onto the ball well, and while I like him a lot, DJ Augustine is the epitome of someone you're not at all into, but you settle with because they're nice and you know they won't cheat on you. And for goodness sake, unleash Aaron Gordon. This man is an athletic freak and he only gets to the line 3 times a game. It's not you, it's me as a cliche, but in this case, it's not Aaron Gordon. It's your middle school style offense, Steve. And teams are going to adapt to you running the same plays over and over again. Spice it up. Add some pizzazz. Or you can just ignore that and sign Al-Farouq Aminu, who's an offensive 0, but he's one of the best glue guys in the league. I get he can be valuable to teams, but for this team, you're just putting more vanilla on top of your vanilla. And I want Markelle Fultz to succeed just like everyone else. And he's shown some good stuff in preseason, but if that's what we're banking on, for the team to be better than they were last season, you might as well take the under, which is what I should have done.
There it is.
Cheater's justice.
Oh, gosh. Oh. There you go.
The mob is definitely going to bust my kneecaps for this one. Hope for the over, expect the under. But what do I know?
You cannot stop this.
I'm fresh like a can of picante, and I'm deeper than Dante in the circles of hell.